Welcome everyone. Today we will be discussing very important topic, that is flight planning. Before conducting aerial photogrammetric survey, we should do this flight planning. So what are the steps involved in this one, we shall discuss, and this will be asked for 6 to 8 marks in main exams. So try to understand. So what is the first thing? So when the vertical photographs are to be used for the preparation of maps. So these photos are be used for the preparation of maps only. So therefore for these vertical photographs we get it from the flight plan. All the methods of compilation require that the plumb points of the preceding and succeeding prints are visible in each photograph. Plumb points is nothing but the middle point of the photograph. Preceding and succeeding print means preceding means previous photograph, succeeding means next photographs. That means that present photograph plumb point should be visible in preceding point also, succeeding point also. Okay, that means overlap should be there. Plumb point is nothing but middle point of the each photograph. So if you consider any one photograph, here this middle point should be visible in the previous photograph also and next photograph also. So that is the main thing. Okay, so photographs are taken with at the proper interval along each strip to give the desired overlap of the photograph. Here overlap is very much important. Okay, overlap should be there in order to get these overlaps. So what are the procedure we are adopting, that we shall discuss now. So now each strip means this is one aircraft line. Okay, the distance between the first aircraft line to the second aircraft line strip. Each strip is spaced at predetermined distances to ensure the desired side lap between the adjacent strips. So that we will discuss by seeing this figure. So in this one you can see, so this is the first flight line, so this dotted line. Okay, so this is flight is moving in this direction and it taking the photograph. One box, complete box represent one photograph, and second photograph is this side, third photograph is this side. You can see first and second, third, all three are overlapped here. Okay, overlapped, the areas are overlapped here. So same type, when this flight moves along this side and return and comes to this line, when it comes to this line also, here also you can see the overlap along the flight line, and also you can see side lap. See, previous flight line photograph and this straight line, this flight line photographs are overlapped sidewise also. Okay, this one is called side lap. So this one is called forward lap, that we will discuss in further. Okay, so now the overlap of photographs in the direction of flight line is called longitudinal overlap, or forward overlap, or simply overlap. Three names are there: longitudinal overlap, forward overlap, simply overlap. Along the flight line, if the overlap is there, that one is called longitudinal overlap, forward overlap, or simply overlap. This forward overlap should be at least 55 to 65%. See, 55 to 65% should be overlap should be there. The overlap between adjacent flight lines is known as lateral overlap or side lap. Okay, that side lap amount should be 15 to 35%. 15 to 35%. See, this is the flight line, right? Along this flight line, this overlap is called forward overlap, longitudinal overlap, or simply overlap. This should be 55 to 65%. And when it comes back to the second line, see this adjacent photograph also you can see the overlaps, right? This is called side overlap. This should be 35%. Okay. Next one. So when the photograph are taken with the overlaps, the area may be examined stereoscopically, that is in 3D examination. Why we need photographs means, overlaps means, because when the overlap portion is there, the area can be visualized in 3D examination. You would have seen the 3D movies, right? In this 3D movies, same character is doubled in that screen. So when you wear that glass, 3D glass, you can see that in a 3D. So that means same area 2 times. same area, same photograph should be there in 2 times. Then only you can see the 3D examination. Here also for same concept is adopted. Okay, and you can see the overlaps also here. See in this one, you can see overlap in the direction of flights. Okay, this flight is moving like this. Okay, this is the first point when it takes the photograph. When it moves to the second point, again it takes the photograph. Third point, here you can see this portion, this much portion is called overlap, and in second one, this much is called overlap. So overlap should be there. This area is obtained in first photograph also. Same this area is obtained by the second photograph also. Correct. What about this one? This area we can get from the first photograph. This area can be get from the second photograph. This area again we can get from the third photograph. So this type overlap should be there. So this is along the direction. When the aircraft moving, side lap. This is a side lap. This is first and this is second flight line, and it comes back again. This is third flight line. This is about steps. This is forward lap, forward overlap. This is side lap. Okay. This is about the flight planning. Only this one. You write on this figure, these 3 figures. So this is one figure, and this is second figure, and this is first figure. So this is A, flight lines, first figure in flight planning. This is B, overlap in the direction of flight, second figure. This one is C, side lap between flight lines. This will be asked for 6 to 8 marks. Write on this theory, 1-page theory, and 3 figures that about flight planning. Thank you for watching.